Hello, my name is Kate O'Donnell, and I am proposing a field trip to the Body Worlds exhibit for my 6th grade class. This proposal reflects not just a curricular goal, but a deeply personal conviction. When I was in college studying kinesiology, I chaperoned my younger brother's 6th grade field trip to Body Worlds at the Museum of Man. The experience left a lasting impression on me, not just as a sister or a student, but as a future educator. I knew that this was the kind of trip I wanted to share with my own students. The time is now. This field trip to Body Worlds and the Brain exhibit would happen when it returns to San Diego Museum of S. With flexible scheduling and available group discounts, this visit is a highly feasible and enriching option for our students. I anticipate a 4-hour experience including travel, guided exploration of the exhibit, and a break for lunch. This is a hands-on science experiment that goes beyond any textbook, an unforgettable chance to see what's normally invisible to the eye. One of the blessings of working at our school is that we typically have more than enough parents, chaperones, willing to help with transportation. However, if we don't reach the needed number of drivers, we'll have a contingency plan to reserve buses to ensure all students can attend without logistical barriers. This trip aligns with our study of human body systems. Students will explore preserved human specimens showing muscles, nerves, organs, or even effects of disease. They'll walk through halls lined with full-body plastinates, positioned in motions such as soccer players mid-kick, or archers drawing a bow, or individuals simply sitting. These real humans' forms sparked questions, wonder, and genuine connection to science. I saw this firsthand when I chaperoned my younger brother's class. There were kids running through the exhibit, just curious, looking at all of the different body positions and what muscles are being used. Their faces lit up as they connected to what they were learning in real time and that connection to what they had been taught in the classroom. They'll gain a clear understanding of how organs, muscles, and systems function together, bridging classroom content to real-life anatomy. This trip supports California Science Standard MSLS 1-2 and MSLS 1-3, which emphasizes cell function and how organs form systems. It also connects Health Standard 1.1N, encouraging students to understand how their choices affect their body's ability to function. Seeing these deteriorations caused by poor habits and the complexities of how our bodies operate, the visceral, meaningful connection, this can be recreated in a slideshow or diagram. This is exactly what we're trying to teach them. This is exactly what we want them to understand. And then you're able to visualize it. The only time I ever saw this was when I had a cadaver in college. And even at that, it was a rarity to have a cadaver. And here you're able to actually look at it for long periods of time, completely preserved. Unreal. Just a great experience. Students don't just learn what the body is, they explore how it works in motion and at rest. They'll compare healthy versus diseased organs and reflect critically on how lifestyle affects function. Field trips like this one promote critical thinking by engaging multiple senses. Students will analyze structure, compare healthy versus damaged organs. They'll connect practices and questioning, evaluation, synthesizing. These are all things that they've learned, and now they're using them on this field trip and connecting all the dots. There's room for conversations about ethics, anatomy, preservation, and the future of science. It's truly interdisciplinary. This exhibit has really evolved. At the Body Worlds Decoded, hosted by the Tech Interactive in San Jose, students encounter multiple hands-on tech-driven components. Touchscreen displays that let them investigate skeletal, muscular, circulatory, and nervous system at their own pace. Visual U uses Kinetic to show their own anatomy in real time, a powerful way to connect their bodies to what they've studied. The Anomid, bear with me, digital dissection table enables 3D VR assisted exploration like those used in medical school. Students can tap into creativity at the drawing board, which is a sketching anatomical structure to reinforce their learning. These immersive exhibits support critical thinking, self-discovery, and conceptual understanding of anatomy, all while aligning to the standard. It also promotes enhanced digital literacy, autonomy, and a deep inquiry. Accessibility is a top priority. The venue offers elevators, accessible pathways, and quiet zones. For sensory sensitive, students will provide noise canceling headphones, sunglasses, or hat options. I'll also preview the venue's layout and logistics for any mobility or behavioral needs in advance. Each student deserves to experience this fully and comfortably, and our team will be equipped to support that. We will take steps to ensure all students can meaningfully engage. Supports will include sensory tools, accessibility, reviews of the venue, and coordinating with families ahead of time, as well as great communication with chaperones. After the field trip, students will engage in a guided reflection that encourages critical thinking and personal application. Rather than creating a product, the emphasis will be on processing what they saw and what it means to their own lives. Students will write a personal essay or journal entry in response to questions like, what part of the exhibit impacted you the most and why? What did you learn about how the body works that you didn't know before? Did anything change the way you think about your own health or choices? They'll then set one personal goal for enhancing their own well-being, whether it's eating more whole foods, getting better sleep, being more active. This ties in both with science of anatomy and health standards around making informed decisions. Finally, students will have the option to share their reflection in a small group or take them home to discuss with their families. Reflection transforms experiences into meaning, and in this case, it empowers students to turn learning into lifestyle changes. This exhibit, especially when paired with thoughtful probing questions, can deepen both local and global thinking. Locally, students will begin applying what they've seen to their daily habits, reflecting on their food choices, sleep, exercise, and even screen time. Globally, they can explore how health and anatomy education differs across cultures and countries. Why do some nations prioritize physical education or nutrition more than others? What can we learn from them? How do different cultures view the human body and care for it? These questions push students to connect with what they've learned in the world beyond their own, encouraging critical thinking and civic responsibility. Most importantly, they're invited to ask, how can I take what I've learned and help improve the health of my family, school, and community? Families will receive a clear, detailed overview of the field trip's purpose, location, academic alignment, and expectations through both email and take-home materials. I also plan to go over details of the field trip at back-to-school night, so questions can be answered in advance. Beyond the standards and logistics, it's important that parents understand the deep impact this trip could have on their child. According to a follow-up survey conducted in Vienna 6 months after the Body Worlds exhibit, many visitors reported real lifestyle changes. 9% smoked less or reduced alcohol use, 33% adopted healthier eating habits, 25% engaged in more physical activity, and 14% became more body aware. These statistics reflect the transformational potential of this exhibit, not just academically, but personally. It's not just about seeing anatomy up close, it's about connecting that knowledge to personal health, growth, and lifestyle choices. As educators and parents, we have the chance to nurture those positive takeaways, encouraging students to reflect on what they've seen and how it may inspire them to care for their bodies is a powerful way to extend learning beyond science and health class into lifelong well-being. We will also share planning and support material that's available through the Body Worlds teacher and parent resources, and I'll attach those in the later slide. This presentation is grounded in research, science standards, personal experience, and educational best practice. Resources include Body Worlds exhibit, California Department of Education, NEAMB, and data on the impact of this field trip. I'm grateful for the opportunity to propose something so meaningful.